What's going on, guys and girls? I thought I would do a little bit more of a casual, informative video today where I'll be showing you my approach to ranking AI content on Google. So I'll be going over one of my public websites, which is called testprepbot.com. This is a website all around the LSAT. I haven't really had some time to put into creating more articles for this website, but it has really good potential, and I'm going to continue to create more content. We did have a little bit of a dip once it first started, but it seems to be going back up, so that's kind of encouraging. So I will continue to do so. So I know a lot of you had asked me or told me that you kind of lost some rankings, especially after a Google update, if you've written content using AI. So I really didn't do much. I probably uploaded a couple other articles, but maybe by just waiting it out, you will be able to recover some of those rankings, because I lost quite a bit of my keywords, and I also lost some traffic, but it seems to be going back up. So if you did lose some traffic for a Google update, maybe just wait a little bit, add some more content, and it will shoot back up over time. So I wanted to actually take a look at some of the top ranked pages for this website. So right now, as you can see, we're ranking #1 for the keyword famous lawyers with low LSAT score. That has a value of $313. It's a decent keyword. I wouldn't say that this is a very competitive keyword to go after. Actually, it was more competitive than I thought. It's 23 in terms of keyword difficulty, but the search volume isn't that high. So on the surface, if you actually take a look at this keyword, it doesn't seem like it would be a great keyword to go after, right? But that's why I always say that it's good to take a look at your data. It's good to take a look at keyword research tools, but you need to experiment. You need to just go out sometimes and create a bunch of content. And sometimes you'll actually rank for harder keywords than you thought you otherwise wouldn't have been able to. Another example is the second keyword, which I'm ranking for, is LSAT. So this is essentially the Reddit thread for LSAT. So I wrote an article about what is that Reddit thread, what it's all about, how you can access that, and so on. So this is the article, and this is all written using AI. I either use GPT-4 or I use Claude to write this content. So if we again take a look, let's go back over to Reddit. We can see that this is the keyword in which we're ranking for. So this keyword is an easy keyword. So that's maybe a reason why we're able to rank for it, but the traffic potential is really high. But the problem with when you rank for keywords like Reddit or Quora is that most of the times people will end up going to Reddit instead of actually going to your website. So while we are ranking, let me just pull up and show you guys. So as you can see, we are #4 or #5. But most of the times, if someone's searching up our LSAT, they're going to go over to Reddit. So keep that in mind if you are trying to rank for Quora, for Reddit, Walmart, YouTube, or things like that. Like, people are going to go to those websites instead of your actual website, but you can still get a decent amount of traffic from that. And it is high value traffic, because again, if we go back over here, we can see that the search volume is 1.4K, and we are position #5, and we're getting about 149 people each month, which is 32% of our traffic coming from this keyword, and it is valued at quite a bit. So let's scroll down again. We can see here another keyword which has over 1,000 search volume. We are ranking 12 for that. Let's go ahead and take a look a little bit deeper on this keyword. Excuse me. So this is another easy to rank for keyword, and the traffic potential is 700, and the total volume is 1,000. So if I were to summarize how to approach websites, there's a couple of ways in which I would do so. The first way is to do proper keyword research. So what I did was, when I was doing keyword research, of course, you can just head over to your keyword explorer tool. You can search up LSAT, because that is my main keyword in which I'm going after, and then you can go after matching terms. That's an easy way in which you can do so, but I recommend trying to find newer websites within that niche that's ranking for keywords, because if newer websites are ranking for keywords, then that's assigned to you that you can actually rank for those keywords. So once you search up the keyword in which you're going after, you can then go ahead and filter down and find keywords that have a keyword difficulty of, let's say 7, and you're still going to get a decent amount of keywords, because this is a target keyword, so there's going to be a lot of keywords in general. So for example, you can go ahead and take a look at some keywords, scroll through the SERP overview, and you want to find some weak websites. So for example, this website has a DR of 12 and a UR of 7, and they're ranking for a lot of keywords. But even further, if you look down, this is a fairly new website. So what we can do is we can then go ahead and take a look at this website, because we see that they're ranking for some LSAT keywords, and then we can do some competitive keyword on this website as well. So let's go ahead to Site Explorer, paste that in there, and then we can search up their keywords, and here we will be able to find some easy to rank for keywords. So bar exam versus LSAT, this right here would be an easy keyword, and we see that they're getting traffic for this specific website. For this specific keyword. And LSAT optional law schools, again, they're getting a lot of traffic for those keywords. So that's an easy way in which you can find keywords. That's number one, is doing proper keyword research, where you're finding low competition keywords, especially keywords which lower websites are ranking for. Then that's a great idea for you to rank for those keywords, but go after a variety of different keywords. And at the beginning, you also want to focus on building your topical authority. So for example, if you take a look at the articles in which I wrote about, it's all around the LSAT. So it's around the acceptance of the LSAT format, best practices, and so on. So because I'm writing on a specific topic, Google knows what to rank me for, and I'm able to build my topical authority a lot easier. If I were to write about the LSAT and then also write about the GMAT and then write about the SATs, that will be much harder for me to rank for, because again, those are totally different categories and not related, and it will take me longer for me to build that topical authority. So what I would recommend is, if you're getting into a niche and there's multiple different categories, focus on one category at the beginning, write as much content as you can. You can build a very healthy website from one category, and then once you build that topical authority and the domain rating, then you can move on to other niches. And because you have a higher domain rating, it will be easy for you to then write and rank on other domains. So for example, I would start with LSAT for a website like this, and then let's say I exhaust LSAT, then I can move on to the SATs or the GMAT or whatever test prep I wanted to write about after that. So first is keyword research, then it's about doing your actual building your topical authority map and sticking to one specific category at the beginning. Then the next thing is actually when you create your content. I created my content using AI, but I didn't just tell the AI to generate the article and that was it. As you can see here, for this article, I actually went ahead and created a table, and I've showed you how to do this multiple times on this channel. If you want to check it out, I'll link some videos on how to create tables like this for your articles using AI. So here's a table summarizing the bar exam. As you can see here, it's a very nice table, and it's the first thing that I put on my webpage. The reason why I do so is because if someone wants to find information, a table is going to be much better compared to blobs of content, and this may allow them to stay on the website a little bit longer. That is a good ranking factor for Google. So then we scroll down, we can see the written content, which is pretty decent. But again, I think the reason why this content does well is because first, we didn't just create written content, we created a table, but also the process in which I used to generate the article was a lot better than any other AI generated article. I prompted the AI, I generated the section by sections. What I can do to improve this, I can include more internal links, I can include images, and I can probably optimize it a little bit better. But again, as you can see here, you don't have to overly optimize it, you can still rank for content. So again, for example, Obama LSAT score, we have a nice table of contents here, we have another table, and then we have the content, and we do have some internal links here as well. So I recommend focusing on those three things: doing proper keyword research at the beginning, making sure you're finding low competition keywords, building up your topical authority, focusing on one specific category, and then writing much more in-depth and high-quality AI articles compared to generic AI articles. And then you want to repeat that process, write as much content as you can within that category, give it some time, and then just rinse and repeat, and you should be able to grow your website with AI written content. So I hope that you can take those tips, run with it, and actually build and grow your website using AI content. If you enjoyed today's video, let it be known by giving us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.